But in order to be able to believe in yourself, there's a very important attribute that you have to have. And that brings me to lesson number 2, that is to become self-aware. See, I know that a lot of these parents in Desi household, brown households, they feel extremely entitled, and they want to make a lot of these decisions for their children, even when the children sort of grow up. And then you might feel this sense of, but mommy, daddy, like, I'm just grown, and I can make my decisions. I want to go out, I want to choose this partner for myself, or I want to choose this career path, I want to go for this course, I want to not do this, I don't think I would want to take that suggestion. You're saying that, but one thing is that you need to understand, if you do not have enough self-awareness, then that can also come in the way of you believing in yourself. Because it's only when you're aware of your potential, it's only when you're aware of your strengths and your weaknesses, will you be able to make the best and the healthiest decisions for yourself. See, for me, I was this kid in my school that was when I was in 7th and 8th, I was really loud. I didn't score great marks, I would just play around with my friends, I was not serious about my academics, and I used to make such bad decisions for myself, even in school, because not all of them, but a lot of them, because I was not aware of what was healthy for my body and what wasn't. Because I wasn't even aware of my own body. Like, I would experience things, but I never actually sit down to tell myself, Karunasa, I think this is wrong about you. I think this is not right about you. This is your trigger. This is what gives you peace. These are not the kind of people that are good for you. Those people are actually healthier for you. I wouldn't be able to make those decisions because I didn't even know what was healthy. So I had to unfortunately go through really rough times mentally to be able to finally understand what is healthy for me and what isn't. And if I would have gone on with taking the wrong decisions for myself, if Allah would not have put me through situations where I was like, okay, these all decisions that I made for myself were so wrong in school and stuff, that I had to finally submit to the decree of Allah. Every human should, everything is controlled by Allah, but you need to also fully mentally realize that Allah is the blessed of planners indeed. And I shouldn't go down what isn't encouraged in Islam, what isn't healthy for me. And to be able to, even to get the curiosity, I had to go through those experiences. But what it taught me altogether was that I have to have a high level of self-awareness. I should know what I like, I should know what I dislike, I should know what is healthy for me, I should know what is unhealthy for me. People won't do that. Sometimes your own parents will sit down to think, because when you were a kid, it was a very different case. Your parents brought you up. Sometimes we're harsh on our own parents. We think that, my parents are just out of the blue, they don't get it, this and that. But the thing is that they took care of us when we didn't know ourselves. I didn't even know who I was when I was younger, when they took care of me, when I was 3, 4, they were the ones that told me, this is your name, you're a lovely girl, this and that. But as you keep growing older, you start realizing, I'm actually slowly developing my own interests. I'm actually my own individual now. I actually don't like this that is being practiced at home. I feel like this is cultural. I feel like I don't want to go this career path that I've been suggested to go down throughout my childhood. I want to be able to make my own decisions. I have my own interests. I have my own passions. And then that's when you'll be able to exercise them. When you discover that. And trust me, when you communicate that respectfully to the people around you with a lot of confidence in yourself, and when you ask Allah for guidance with it, and when you tell Allah sincerely that, Ya Allah, please guide me with this because I love doing this. Please show me what is right for me. And when you're ready and so detached to it also, that I think that this is good for me, but if it isn't, I'm ready to submit to the decree of Allah and to what all that Allah has planned for me in the future. It could be something that I might not know right now, but that awareness about yourself, that curiosity to find out what is it really that's the best for me. I don't like it, I don't like that. When you think, I don't like this, I don't like that, I don't think I want to choose that for myself, that in itself is a great sign of self-awareness. I have told you in my first lesson that you have to be able to trust in yourself and believe in your own decisions. But the only way you'll ever make that happen, because it's easy for me, to make this video and tell you guys, believe in yourself, trust in yourself, number 3, this and this. But then I need to also suggest you methods to actually believe in yourself, to actually trust your decisions, not just saying it for the sake of saying it. So going back to the only way you will be able to believe in yourself is when you trust yourself, is when you're aware of what is good and what is not good for you. And you need to sit down and take time every day to get to know yourself, spend time with yourself in solitude, spend time with Allah while talking to Allah, and you will realize so much about yourself while doing so. Subhanallah. You can do journaling, you can do a lot of shadow work. Start with journaling at least in a single page as to how you felt about the day, and then it keeps progressing from there. You can start from shadow work. There are a lot of these self-help books also that, and in the starting few pages there are shadow questions that are provided for the reader to answer, and when you do answer those questions, it, for all you know, can turn into such an emotional self-discovery and such an emotional moment also. And the reason I say this is because I have personally experienced myself doing shadow work and answering these questions as to where do I want to get in future, what do I want to be doing, how do I visualize myself. And while I was just enlisting those things, I was getting emotional. It's like, this is what I want for myself. And then I go back in my past to, alhamdulillah, how far I've come. My younger self would have really wanted that for herself, to all of that. I feel this sense of compassion and empathy for myself, and this desire to be there for myself, and the desire to show up for myself in the future also really intensifies. While I do that, I realize that I also start to feel the sense of love increasing for myself even more, because I go back to the past. And the irony is that while I'm answering questions related to where I want to be in my future, it just takes me back to my past. And I think that I need that bit of reflection from my past. I need it so as to be able to get to know myself. And the moment you get to know yourself as though you are just another human being, you will feel such innate sense of love for yourself. And that moment, for me, whenever I felt that way, I was just like, oh my god, I never thought that simply sitting down with these basic questions would land me into getting so emotional about my journey, about also thinking about these are the lovely dreams that I have for myself, you see. So that is one of the great ways you can discover yourself. I would also recommend you to get indulged in social gatherings, and especially with the kind of people that will align with you on the path that you want to go down as well. The people that are on the same journey perhaps as you, that have the same paths as you, that may have had same traumas or same past as you, and those people you can get indulged in discussions with, and then you'll understand through them your own behavior. You can notice not just what they talk, but also your reactions to how they speak. That will make you understand how far you've come with your healing, your journey to self-improvement, to enhancing your confidence, your self-awareness, your self-esteem, and also how far you have to go. That social interactions, if you use them the right way, if you look at them the right way, they are anything but embarrassing, you guys. They're anything but a regret. Okay, because when you actually pay attention to your social interactions, when you enter into places thinking, what do I have to learn about myself firstly from this, and secondly, is there a new source of information that I can get from these people? When you enter with that mindset, it teaches you so much, and you'll be surprised